Hello everyone, welcome to Numeriq Learning. So, today is day 26 of Do Math with Me, wherein you will be solving questions along with me for 20 minutes, only 20 minutes out of 24 hours a day. So, every day 20 minutes of your time for mathematics, for these subjects. So when you do it consistently over a period of time, you would have solved a variety of questions from each chapter, and that will only help you during your exams. So let's get started. Today we will be doing 4 questions from linear equations, which is your third unit in class 10. Let's get started. Take out your notebook and write the first question. If you know, please solve it. Pause the video, solve it, and then verify your answer. And if you do not know how to solve it, you can go ahead and check as we solve. Right? So the first question is, find the values of x and y from the following pairs of linear equations. You are given a pair of linear equations. You will have to find the values of x and y. Now this is one type of questions which are frequently asked. Here what do you observe? 62 is the coefficient of x in first equation. So let's mark this as equation 1 and let me mark the second one as equation 2. So what do you observe immediately as soon as you see this equations, the pair of equations? You see the coefficient of x in the first equation is the same as the coefficient of y in the second equation, and the coefficient of y in the first equation is the same as the coefficient of x in the second one. So whenever the coefficients are interchangeably used, the method to do is, first of all you have to add equation 1 and 2. Add equation 1 and 2. Okay, that is your first step. And nextly you have to subtract 1 and 2. Okay, you have to subtract. You can do 1 minus equation 2. So first of all, let's add it up. Right, let's write 62x plus 43y equal to 167. Right, and the second equation is 43x plus 62y is nothing but 148. Just add them. When you're adding them, you don't have to do anything, just the normal addition. So 3 plus 2, 5, 6 plus 4, 10. Right, 105x plus 105y equal to 15, 5, 1, 11, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5. Right, so take 105 common from the LHS. What do you get? X plus y. You can take 105 common is equal to 315. So x plus y is equal to 315 divided by 105. So if you do 105 multiplied by 3, right, 15. So it's 315. So here it will get cancelled with 3. So what does x plus y become? X plus y equal to 3. Now this is your equation 3 because you've already used 1 and 2. Now let us subtract 1 minus 2. Let's write it. 62x plus 43y equal to 167. 43x plus 62y equal to 148. Whenever you are subtracting a pair of linear equation, whenever you are subtracting one equation from the other, always change the sign. Here you have a plus 43x, you have to change it to plus will become negative, negative will become positive. So here again it's negative, here also it's negative. Okay, so what is 62 minus 43? 62 minus 43 is 19. 19x 43 minus. So whenever you have changed the sign, you should only consider this changed sign, the new sign. So here it is 43y minus 62y. What is 43y minus 62? It's a negative sign, right? Because the bigger number has a negative sign. So minus 19y equal to what is 167 minus 148? It is again 19. So take 19 common out. You will have x minus y equal to 19 and x minus y equal to 19 divided by 9, or it's just 1. Now this is your equation 4. Right. So look at how your equations 1 and 2 were looking like, all big coefficients. And when you added them and when you subtracted them, look at how simplified the equations are looking. So now you can very easily solve for x and y. So write down from equation 3 and 4. What is your equation 3? X plus y equal to 3. What's your equation 4? X minus y equal to 1. So you have a plus y, you have a negative y. So just add them. Okay, you just have to add them. Okay, so plus y minus y will get cancelled. So you have 2x equal to 4. X is equal to 4 by 2, which is 2. Right? Now you can put this in any one of the equations. So you can put x equal to 2 in equation 3, for example. So what do you have? X plus y equal to 3, right? X is 2. So 2 plus y equal to 3, y equal to 3 minus 2, which is nothing but 1. So you can write therefore x is equal to 2 and y equal to 1 is your final answer. Right? So whenever you have such questions, you have to immediately figure out, okay, by just looking at the pair, you will see whenever the coefficients are interchangeably used in two equations, add them once, subtract them once, get the simplified version of the two equations, and then you can go ahead and solve for x and y. Okay. So I hope you understood. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, here is the question. 3x minus 5y equal to 4. 2x plus 7 equal to 9x. Now let us rearrange the terms in a standard format. Okay, so 3x minus 5y equal to 4. So this is your equation 1. The second equation is nothing but 9x. Okay, here there's a small mistake. This is nothing but 2y. Okay, so here it's 2y. Okay, so 9x minus 2y equal to 7. So this is your equation 2. Right? Let us use the elimination method. So whenever we would like to eliminate one of the variables, say for example, I would like to eliminate x. So what will I do? I will multiply, I will make that, so suppose I want to eliminate or remove x, I will make it equal and then subtract it. How will I make it equal? So if I multiply the first equation by 3 and the second equation as it is, let me keep it. So what will happen? The first equation will become, throughout all the elements have to be multiplied with 3. Okay, so what does it become? 3 into 3, 9x minus 15y equal to 12. And then below 1, there's no change. I have just multiplied with 1. So minus 2y equal to 7. Right? Now subtract it. So whenever you are subtracting, change the sign. Positive becomes negative, negative becomes positive, positive becomes negative. So 9x minus 9x will get cancelled. Minus 15y, what is it? Minus 15y plus 2. What is it? Minus 13, right? Minus 13y is equal to, what is 12 minus 7? It is 5. Okay. So what is y equal to? Minus 5 by 13. This is your y. Understood? Okay. Now once you have got your y is equal to, so you can put it in any of the equations. So let me put it in the second equation. So you can put y equal to minus 5 by 13 in the equation 2. That is here, this one. I'm going to put it here. Right? So what is it? 9x minus, probably I'll do it here. So 9x minus 2, in place of y, what will I put? Minus 5 by 13, because I've just found it out, equal to 7. Okay, so you're just putting y equal to minus 5 by 13, whatever you have just found, you can put it in any one of the equations. Whichever equation you put, you will still get the same answer. Right? So what do you get? 9x minus 2 into minus 5. It is plus 10 by 13 equal to 7. So what does 9x become? 7 minus 10 by 13. So what is 9x? LCM is 13. What is 13 multiplied by 7? It is 91 minus 10. Okay, so you have 9x equal to 81 divided by 13. So what does x become? X becomes 81 by 13. It goes to the denominator, right? Multiplied by this 9 just comes down. Okay, so it's 13 multiplied. So 9 9s are 81. So what is x? X equal to 9 by 13. So that's your answer. So you can write it. Therefore, x equal to 9 by 13. And what is your y? Minus 5 by 13. This is your final answer. So after solving it, you can definitely even verify. If you have time, you can just verify. In any one of the equation, take any one of the equation. In place of x, substitute 9 by 13. In place of your y, substitute minus 5 by 13. And just verify if it is equal to 4. I'm leaving it to you to do as your homework. Okay, you can substitute the value of x and y in any one of the equation and you should be getting your value as 4. That's just to validate. Okay, so that's your homework, to validate if your x and y were correct. Let's go on to the next question. Right, so this also we'll be using the elimination method. So the question is 2p plus 3q equal to 13, 5p minus 4q equal to minus. So I would like to eliminate one of the terms. So what will I do? I will eliminate this q. How will I eliminate q? I will first multiply the first. Let this be equation 1. Let this be equation 2. I have to multiply the first term by 4. Okay, so because 3 and 4, the LCM is 12. And 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 4 multiplied by what is 12? It is 3. So here I'll multiply by 3. Now multiply throughout all the elements of the first equation. You have to multiply it with 4. So what do you get? 4 into 2p, which is 8p plus 12q equal to 13 multiplied by 4, which is 52. Again, 3 5s are 15p minus 12q equal to minus 6. So 12q minus 12q gets cancelled. What is left? 15 plus 8, 23. P is equal to 52 minus 6. It is 46. Right? So P is equal to, what is it? 46 divided by 23. So it is 2. Therefore, your P is equal to 2 is your answer. Now you can put P equal to 2 in any one of the equations. So let's put it in 1. So you have to put P is equal to 2 in equation 1. What is our equation 1? Here, 2P plus 3Q. So 2P plus 3Q equal to 13. So 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3Q equal to 13. So you have your 3Q. Here it is 4 plus 3Q equal to 13. 3Q equal to 13 minus 4, which is nothing but 9. And Q is equal to 9 by 3, which is nothing but Q equal to 3. This is your answer. So what is your, therefore you can write, therefore P is equal to 2 and your Q is equal to 3. This is your final answer. You have solved for P and Q. Okay. Is it clear? Did you also get the same answer? Please try it once and then check. Right? It's very, very easy. Just that you have to be very, very careful with when you are subtracting, when you are dividing, when you are adding. These are basic arithmetics which have to be clear, which have to be correct, right? So otherwise it's very easy. It's just that you have to take a bit of care. You have to be very careful when you are doing these basic arithmetics within basic calculations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Everything is coming here. If you're just a bit careful, then obviously you'll be getting your answer correct. Let's move on to the next question. 2 more questions, right? Okay. So here, Find the value of k for which the following pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. So in order to do this question, you should remember what is the condition for infinitely many solutions. So in order for a pair of linear equations to have infinitely many solutions, what is the condition? That is a1 by a2, which is a coefficient of x in first and the second equation, should be equal to the coefficient of y in first and second equation. It should be equal to the constant term in first and the second equation. So so here normally how is the equation? A1x plus b1y minus c1 equal to 0 or plus c1 equal to 0, and then a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So you can think of, right, this is how your equation. So your a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1, all these three ratios have to be equal. If they are equal, that means this pair of linear equations have got infinitely many solutions. The lines will coincide over each other, or the lines will overlap over each other. So each of these are straight lines, okay, and these lines will overlap each other and they will have infinitely many solutions. So these are certain things which you have to remember. Now let us write what is your a1 and a2. What is a1? It is 2 divided by what is your a2? K plus 1. Just say the coefficients of x and y. b1 is 3 divided by 2k minus 1. Put it in the bracket. Equal to what is c1? 7 divided by 4k plus 1. You can take any two of the equations because they are all equal. So I am going to take the first two. Cross multiply, what do you get? So 2 multiplied by 2k minus 1 should be equal to 3 multiplied by k plus 1. Open the brackets. So 4k minus 2 is equal to 3k plus 3. So 4k minus 3k equal to 3 plus 2. So k is equal to 5. This is your answer. Okay, so k is equal to 5 is your answer. So for doing such questions, there are three conditions, right? For infinitely many solutions, a1 equal to b1 equal to a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2 is for infinitely many solutions. For the next question, we will do for another case wherein in case if you're asked no solution, what is the thing? That means the third ratio will not be equal. First two will be equal. It will not be equal to the third one if it is no solution. And if it has just one solution, the first two ratios will not be equal. That is for your unique solution. So these are the three things that you have to make a note of. We will be doing more problems based on it. Now, the last question for today. If the system of linear equations 2x plus 3y equal to 7 and 2ax plus a plus by equal to 28 have infinitely many solutions, then you have to find a and b. Let us write both the equations. So 2x plus 3y equal to 7. I'll take 7 to LHS side. Okay. And then 2ax plus a plus b multiplied by y minus 28. Again, I'm going to take the c term to the LHS side equal to 0. Now, what did we just see? For infinitely many solutions, what is the condition that the system of equations have to satisfy? a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2 should be equal to c1 by c2. Just write the coefficients. So x coefficient 2 divided by, so this is your a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. Okay, so a1 by a2 is 2a should be equal to b1 is 3 divided by a plus b and should be equal to minus 7 by minus 28. So negative you can get cancelled. 7 ones are 7, 7 fours are 28. So you can consider this c1 by c2 as 1 by 4. Right? Okay, now let us, what can we do? You can take, in order to calculate your a, take the first and the third one. All the three ratios are equal, isn't it? So 2 by 2a equal to 1 by 4. Cross multiply. So 2a equal to 8. What is a equal to? 8 by 2, which is 4. Got it? Yeah. Now, take the second and the third one. What is the second ratio? 3 divided by a plus b equal to 1 by 4. You can take any two. Cross multiply. What do you get? A plus b. A plus b equal to 4 into 3. 12. Right? A is 4. 4 plus b equal to 12. What is b equal to? 12 minus 4. What is 12 minus 4? 8. That's all. Therefore, your A is equal to 4 and your B is equal to 8. This is your final answer. So, it's very, very easy. Linear equations in two variables. Very easy chapter. It's just that you have to practice more and more. And make sure you are getting the right answer. Make sure you are understanding the concept. What is the condition for unique solution, for infinitely many solution, and for no solution. Okay, so we will be doing more questions tomorrow as well. And let's continue this daily practice series throughout. Join me every Sunday 6 to 7 p.m. IST for a live class, interactive class, wherein you can ask me any doubts. It will be on YouTube, on Numeriq Learning. Continue practicing every day. Please share your feedback in the comments. More than happy to help you anytime with the subject. Thank you so much and happy learning.